Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. If you're new to our channel, welcome. Here at Mad About Skin, we're passionate about helping you to get the most out of your skincare. So if you haven't already, now's a fantastic time to click that link below, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and you won't miss out on any of our amazing future content. Now, today's video, I'm really excited to be bringing you a new brand which I've recently tried and a full brand review. In this series, we take one brand, usually available at drugstore prices, and we tear it apart. We look at the good, the bad, the pros, the cons, all the products that sit below it, and ultimately work out whether there's space for it in your skincare routine. Today is the turn of Hylamide by DECIEM. Leave an image of some of their gorgeous products there. This is a brand which is from the creators of the Oridnary and NIOD, two product lines I absolutely adore. So I had really high hopes for this, and it was really sweet of Hylamide to reach out to me and say, could we send you some products to try and share with your subscribers? I was like, absolutely, I'm fully on board with that, providing I'm not obliged to give a good review. I want to be able to give an honest assessment of all of these products. And with all brands, there were some that I absolutely loved and some which I just didn't particularly like. For those of you that have been watching this channel for some time, you'll know I did sort of like a first impressions on Hylamide. I'll link that video there if you want to check that out first. But this is my 1 month wear test. I've been using all of these products for a month, and now I get to share with you the results, what I think they did, how they performed. And for me, a month is about the right time to work out whether a product is working for you. That's when you should start seeing the results, and I'm really excited to share them with you. So, straight off the bat, let me read you their mission statement from their website. Hylamide say they take a mindful approach to skincare with a modest collection of multifunction formulas. I think that's a really fair assessment of themselves, actually. So they don't have a huge range of products, which I think is quite good, because sometimes skincare can be a bit like baffling. You go on some websites, Paula's Choice, calling out Paula's Choice, go on there and there's like 500 products to choose from. Baffling. This is a really tight collection of products, which I think is really good and does kind of take some of the baffling nature away from choosing from their products, so I quite like that. With the Ordinary, you get just one active ingredient per product, which I like because you can kind of pick and choose. They're pick and mix. If anyone remembers pick and mix, it's that kind of like approach to skincare. You can pick the ones you want and build your own skincare. But a lot of people don't have time to do that or want that many steps in their skincare routine. So look for multifunctional products, products that deliver more than one benefit to the skin. And this is where Hylamide kind of comes in. From their price point, it is halfway between the Ordinary and NIOD. I think it's a fair price point for really what they're offering. It's not like under $10 like you get with the Ordinary. It sits at around, well, the prices vary between $15 and $25. That's around £13 to £25 here in the UK. So it's a fair price point, but it's certainly not as cheap as, say, the Ordinary or the Inculist. All of their products are cruelty-free. The majority of them are vegan, and they've really cut out the fragrance and the colorant, so it's really quite applicable to a lot of skin types, which I absolutely love. Enough waffle, let's get straight into it. The first step in any skincare routine is this. This is their cleanser. This is their high efficiency face cleanser. It does come with a nozzle, which I've lost. It did have a really nice applicator on there, which does help you to dispense it into your hands before you massage it in, which I really liked, but you know, like with all these things, I lost it somewhere along the way. This is £16 here in the UK, $20 in the US. It is an oils, esters and water compatible cleansers formulation. So it's really good. It's got oils, it's got esters in there, which are going to help remove all of that makeup, debris, skincare, old SPF, whatever's sitting on the skin. They say if you wear a heavy face of makeup, to put this on dry, massage it in, then remove it with water. They say if you're wearing just light makeup or just old skincare, then to apply it onto a damp face and then just rinse it down the sink. I found with this product that, well, first of all, let me go on what I like the texture. It doesn't have a scent to it, which is fantastic, so it is fragrance free, and it doesn't have an unpleasant scent, which some oil cleansers can. It acts like a balm cleanser, but is in a water formulation, so it's something quite innovative and new. You don't really see that a lot in skincare, so I liked that element, that there's a bit of innovation there. It definitely gets off the dirt, the grime, the pollution. I don't wear a lot of heavy makeup, so I can't really say what it would do for that, but in terms of getting off all of the day's grime, pollution stuff, you could see it visibly leaving your skin down the sink, which I think is super gratifying. It didn't leave my skin dry in any way, which is great, and it didn't leave a film on the skin. I don't like it when cleansers leave a film on the skin, because I think it just means the next steps in your skincare have to fight to get through that film, to get into contact with the skin to start doing their work. So I want it to wash off without a trace, and this certainly did. I was a little concerned because it does have oil in here that my skin's oily, acneic, breakout prone, so I did think, oh, is this not going to work for me? But it did say it's non-comedogenic, and I got no breakouts from this product. I didn't find it clogged my pores. I think my skin was left feeling clean, not too dry. I thought it was a really, really nice cleanser. Now, overall, I'm going to rate this a 7 out of 10. It's getting points because it's fragrance-free, it's cruelty-free. It did what it says on the tin. It takes off all the makeup, and takes up all the SPF off, and it was quite nice to use. It didn't leave me too dry. Where it's losing points is I think £16 is a little on the pricier side for a cleanser, especially because I do think there's some comparable cleansers for under $10. So a little bit, I think the price is maybe a little bit on the pricey side, and it is messier than a balm. I like a balm because you just scrape it out, rub it into your hands, massage it on your face. It's a bit more compact and clean. This does run everywhere. So you use the applicator, you get it onto your palm, you work it in, and it does run everywhere, and it's quite oily and greasy. Definitely worked, but I think it's not done enough to take me away from my balm cleansers, unfortunately. But certainly try it out if you would. Like, I'm going to use up this bottle. I won't repurchase it. I'll stick to the balm cleansers, but it is a really good and effective cleanser, and I loved it. Now, one product which you guys have kept asking me is kind of the next step in their routine, which is this. This is the Hydrate Density Mist, which is also known as the Subq Mist. They've changed the name to Subq Mist, so it depends what time point you buy it as to whether it's called the Hydrate Density Mist or the Subq Mist. This, whichever one it's called, is £13, which I think is really good for a toner or an essence. What I love about this is, the first thing I always look for in a toner, especially spray toner, is how the spray works. So what I want is to be able to coat the face in sort of 3 spritzes. I want it to be an even distribution of product and not like have little balls of product everywhere, and this delivers it. The mist on this is gorgeous. In fact, when this is run out, wash it out and use it for other products that you want to spritz, because it is that good a mist on this. I absolutely love it. So this says it supports dermal water density. That is a super posh way of saying hydrates, but on more than one level, which I absolutely love. It has got oil in here. Again, didn't clog my skin. It left me hydrated, and if I have the oiliest of greasiest skin going, so if it didn't break me out and clog me out, I think it'll be suitable for all skin types, which I liked. It's got green tea in there, which is a fantastic antioxidant, and I love matcha, but I also like it in my skincare as well. It's got pepperberry, which is a fantastic addition, because that'll just help to take down some of the inflammation and calm the skin. I love this. Keep it in the fridge, because then you get that boost of cooling. Oh, it's just gorgeous on a morning. If you're feeling a little bit puffy or a little bit like you want to constrict some of the ventricles to take down some of the puffiness in the skin, this in the fridge will do just that. I love this. Also, I like to put my serums on slightly damp skin because they do absorb better on slightly damp skin. So this is a great way of just prepping your skin for your serums. I love this. I'm going to be rushing out and repurchasing this. It's kind of sold out in a lot of places, but I did check on DECIEM's website and it is in stock now. So if you want to buy it after this video, you can. I'm definitely gonna run out and buy this as soon as I run out of this one. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I'm knocking 1 point off for 1 point only. It's because it does contain alcohol. I know people are going to be like, oh, alcohol can't possibly make that work with my skin. Odd rot. Often, if the product is hydrating enough, it'll counteract some of the drying that you can get from alcohols. Alcohol is in here, I think, to help it evaporate and leave the skin quicker, which does make for a more pleasant experience when using the product. So I kind of see why it's in there, and I'm not reading them to filth for it. There's so many hydrators in here. I don't think it leaves your skin dry in any way. It adds moisture rather than taking it away. So I'm not particularly worried about the alcohols. If I had super dry skin, yes, you may want to consider, and this is the one reason I'm knocking a point off, because I do think if you've got super dry skin, maybe you would want to give it a miss. But for everyone else, this is a gorgeous mist, toner, essence, like all in one, beautiful product, and I think probably one of their 2 standout products from this whole line. Definitely going to run out and repurchase that. I love it. Now moving on to like its sister product, which is the Subq Skin. Trying to find it there. Got it down here. One thing I'll say about Hylamide is all of their products have different colours, which is great, because if you've ever used the Oridnary, I love the Oridnary, but you're reaching for your vanity, you're slightly sleepy on a morning, you've only got one eye open and you're just trying to face the day, you reach into your vanity and you've no idea if you're picking up your lactic acid, your azuraline solution, your niacinamide, all looks the same. So I do like the fact they've colour matched this. So the Subq Skin is in the purple bottle. This is like a powerhouse hydrator. I'll just show you on my hand there. It goes on like, it's slightly more viscous than hyaluronic acid usually is, but not much. And give it literally 20 seconds, gone. disappeared, which I love because it means it's gone into the skin and it's doing its work. I love this product. £18 here in the UK, $25 in the US, so they're pricier product. It says it's a highly effective concentrate to target hydration and the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and it did just that. I love this. This works on so many levels. This is one of the more clever products. I'd say it's got copper peptides in which help promote collagen and hydration, which I love. It's got 5 hyaluronic acid compounds. I love different levels, different complexes of hyaluronic acid, different molecular weights, because that means you get different multi-level hydration, which I love. It's got algae in there, and it's got saccharides which match your skin. So we have saccharides naturally in the skin, and if you can match it, it just makes it more compatible, easily to absorb, and it just works quicker, which is wonderful. And it's also, it says it's got a nanopeptide retinol complex in there, which is designed to mimic the effects of retinol without the side effects. I haven't seen the studies on that. They haven't shared them with me. I haven't asked for them, to be fair, but they haven't shared them with me and I couldn't find them online. So I'm not going to be reviewing the retinol element of it because I'm just not sure. Until I can kind of review it, I don't want to give too much detail on that. But I love this product. Honestly, I put it on there already, it disappeared. No trace, no oiliness, no greasiness. I fell in love with this product. I'm using tretinoin at the moment, which is a really strong retinol to just calm some breakouts that I've been getting. And it leaves you dry and raw for the first few weeks of using it. And this has counteracted this. This is like a perfect moisturizer to use, humectant to use when you're first using a retinol, because it just takes away all of that dryness, hydrates on so many levels, and left my skin feeling gorgeous. Within the first 2 weeks, I saw a noticeable improvement in the fine lines around my eyes and around the mouth, which is gorgeous. I'm quite expressionful. I talk with my hands and with my face, so I do notice the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. This really helped with them, left you hydrated, absolutely gorgeous. With the mist, these two are like the standout products from this. This is a 10 out of 10, literally, no faults. Run out, get it now, don't question, just go and buy it, because I absolutely loved this product. Now, they have done a version for the eyes, which I have got here. It's in the box because I tried it a few times. No, it's not a bad product. This one is the Subq Eye. It's £17, so it's fractionally cheaper than the Subq Skin. I just don't see the point. Why not just use the Subq Skin under the eye, which I have been doing and got great results? I don't think you need a separate one for the eye. Now, if you've tried this and you totally disagree with me, leave me a comment because I'll listen to it. The only difference really is this has flavonoids, which they say reduce dark circles and puffiness. I prefer a caffeine solution by The Oridnary. This is a great one. I prefer a caffeine solution to do that. You get very little product. You don't need a lot of product, so I think it's fine, but obviously you get less. The price per gram or per milliliter is not that great. It's slightly more milky in consistency if I show you there, and I just find it didn't really sink in the same way the Subq did. The Subq, flawless. Literally running out to buy that the second that one runs out. This one, it was tacky. It didn't really, you couldn't put concealer under on top of it, I wouldn't have thought. Though I haven't tried that, but it left a tackiness on the skin. I'm going to stick to using the Subq all over the face, including the under eye, and then apply my caffeine solution over the top. I think it's just better than that product. It's not bad, and if you want an eye cream, I think it's a good eye cream. I'm just not sold on the need for an eye cream, which is why I'm not going to repurchase that one. Now we have the low molecular hyaluronic acid. This comes in a gorgeous pink colour. I love this colour. This is a low molecular hyaluronic acid. It's got different molecular weights, which again means it's going to penetrate different levels of the skin to give you that multi-level hydration. I love this. I was a little bit worried because The Oridnary, same company, The Oridnary hyaluronic acid, it doesn't sink in, it peels, it doesn't let you layer on top of it. Really didn't like it. This is, I'd say it's slightly thicker than your average hyaluronic acid, but it sinks in without a trace. Literally goes on. There's no fragrance, but there's no unnasty smell that you can sometimes get with hyaluronic acid. Super pleasant to use, sinks in like that, and it's like a powerhouse hydration. I love this product. £15 here in the UK, so it's a good price for a good quality hyaluronic acid. I think if you're bored of what I'd say is your standard hyaluronic acid and you want to try upping it a little bit, this one does have oil in there, castor oil in particular, which I worried might be a little bit too occlusive for my skin, but actually didn't break me out. I had no issues with it at all, but that's something to bear in mind. But if you want something that's a little bit more moisturising and hydrating than your average hyaluronic acid, works on multiple levels, but isn't like the multimolecular hyaluronic complex by NIOD, which is quite expensive, this is a beautiful halfway house. It is so much more than your average hyaluronic acid. You pay a little bit more for it, but I think it's worth it. The oil makes it slightly more hydrating than your average hyaluronic acid as well, and I think this could be a beautiful hyaluronic acid for anyone with dry skin. Now, the only thing I would say is, in terms of its mechanism of action and what it delivers, it is very similar to the Subq skin. They both have the hyaluronic complex in there. I think for the extra £3, it's worth just buying the Subq skin and using that. I don't think you need to use both of them. Maybe Hylamide will read me to filth and say you should use both, but for me, I think you've got so many benefits from the Subq skin, you don't need to use the two together. And I would just invest in the Subq skin for £3 extra. You're getting quite a bit extra for your money in terms of the peptides and the things. But if you don't want to use the full Subq skin with peptides and stuff, this is a beautiful hyaluronic acid, and I'm going to rate it at 9 out of 10 again. The only reason I'm knocking 1 point off is because that castor oil, whilst it didn't bother me, will be a bit worrisome to some people with super acneic skin. So you need to bear that in mind. It didn't break me out and I absolutely loved it. But for me, I'm going to invest £3 extra and go for the Subq skin, which is game changing. Finally, we have the C25 Vitamin C Booster. This is their vitamin C, it hydrates, it's an antioxidant, but it also claims to be able to brighten the skin like any vitamin C would. It's orange. Vitamin C is always orange. Which is good because you know exactly what you're reaching for when you go for the vanity. This is a stable 25% ethylated vitamin C. It's a derivative of ascorbic acid, which is the strongest form of vitamin C, so that's really good. It has an antioxidant added, which vitamin C is already an antioxidant, but why not have an extra one? It kind of means you don't have to have a separate antioxidant in your skincare routine, so I love that. And it is water and oil free, so it's suitable for all skin types. This I loved. It goes on like, it is practically like water. If I show you that, it goes on like that. It has an exothermic reaction like all vitamin C's do, which does leave a slightly warming to the touch after you've applied it. You get a light tingle, but it's a reasonably strong vitamin C, so you should expect that. You get a light tingle, but nothing unpleasant, and it definitely gives an element of hydration to the skin as well, which I love. I love this product. It's £18 here in the UK, which is fantastic, and for a vitamin C, it will last about a month and a half, and I love this. It disappears without a trace. It's oil-free, so it's not going to leave you feeling sort of greasy like you're wearing a product on the skin, which I love. 25% of an ethylated vitamin C is a really good strength, and it delivered results. I noticed with this, I got a brightening from it, which I expected, and my skin just felt hydrated and glowy. It's hard to tell whether it was this product or the combination of all the products used together which delivered that, but I definitely like it as a vitamin C. I'm actually going to replace my 8% ascorbic acid, 2% alpha-arbutin serum by The Ordinary with this one. I like to use the 100% L-ascorbic acid powder by The Ordinary day to day. It's flexible, it lets me use as much or as little as I want. But when I'm travelling, I don't want to carry powders and have all the mess. So I like to take a pre-mixed vitamin C. This is going to replace the other Ordinary vitamin C as my go-to vitamin C. I love this. I just think the packaging is nicer. You get a stronger amount of vitamin C, which is good because I like a really mid-strength vitamin C. So the 25% is perfect. It isn't greasy. It sinks into the skin. You can layer products over the top of it. Just a beautiful, beautiful product. So there you are, guys. Hylamide. Overall, what are my thoughts? Well, I definitely think it's more expensive than The Ordinary, but I definitely think the formulations justify the extra price. So I don't think the price is unfair at all. I think it kind of the £15 to £20 price mark is really value for money with what you're getting for these. If you are somebody that doesn't want to have too many steps in your skincare routine, you can combine a lot of the steps by using Hylamide, which I love. I thought, in terms of my favourites, I would definitely recommend you go out and buy the Subq Mist and the Subq Skin. Both beautiful products. They deliver exactly what you expect them to deliver. Powerhouse hydration. Your skin is bouncy, dewy, and just amazing. I fell in love with these products literally from first use, and I definitely have seen a noticeable difference in the fine lines around the eyes and the mouth and the level of hydration in my skin. I love this. Like I say, I'm on a strong retinol, so I need that hydration, and this definitely delivered it. I like the hyaluronic acid, though. I think if you're going for the Subq, and you should, I don't think you need it as well. It's kind of an either or. I don't think you need both. I loved the vitamin C. It's now my go-to vitamin C. The cleanser was fine. If you want something a bit innovative that's a water-based oil cleanser, you can do a facial massage with it. It was really good. I just don't think it's going to replace my balm cleansers, which are my favourite. And I probably would give the Subq eye a miss, just because I just think the Subq is so good. Take it up under the eye. Hylamide have done themselves out of some extra coin there, because if they hadn't made the Subq so amazing, I'd probably be saying getting the eye cream as well. But it's such a good product, I don't think you need the eye cream as well. Overall, guys, I'd love to know, it's a kind of a niche brand that's just making its way into people's consciousness. So what do you think of Hylamide? Has this convinced you to buy any of their products? Do you want me to try any other brands? Leave me a comment below. I am super grateful for Hylamide to give me the opportunity to try these products, which is really grateful of them, and I hope I've given this a fair review. I don't think, just because I don't like one product, I don't think it means I don't like the brand. You know, all brands, The Oridnary, which is one of my favourite skincare brands included, have amazing products, and they have some less amazing products, and you know, this I think is reflective of any skincare brand. I love the ethos of them. I love the price point, the packaging. I mean, I've got all the boxes here. I just to die for. Look at those colours. They're absolutely gorgeous. I love the colours. I love the ethos behind it. I love the formulations and the transparency, which you just know you're going to get with DECIEM anyway. And I think it's a beautiful halfway house from those that want to maybe get a little bit more than The Oridnary and don't mind paying a little bit more but can't push to NIOD prices. This is a really good option that's affordable and yet super effective. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. I'd love to know your thoughts. Hopefully if you like this style of review, you'll give it a big thumbs up, and it really helps the channel, and I love you forever. And wherever you are in the world, guys, I hope you're staying safe and well, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.